best they can move. That was incredible. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7.
Come on, y'all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
48-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson on a give to Dobbins. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down.
Come on, how you gonna go hold it, bro?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
He's going to try and take off with it. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Oh, my God.
him just shy of midfield. Jackson, he gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. What a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
From the gun on third down, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just
bro.
an interception can result.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a carry for Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Dobbins. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he's going to be dropped.
Miles Garrett that time, who got in there and brought him down.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play, because to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down
I put 2 picks in a red zone, bro.
At our EA Sports halftime report.
God.
Coach.
I'm still in the game, though. 7-0.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that. But if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 50 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Oh yeah, referee, go get your dumb ass. Damn, why didn't you do that?
Off at about the 31.
Oh my
And the
God.
return will stop right around the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Out to his left.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I was in the red zone twice in the first half. Bro. I fumbled on the 1 yard line twice and I went for a 4th and 1 and he caught me. Oh my God. I ain't throwing no pick.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch.
You might go to my Molly.
To make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Finding the tight end Hoover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
Good play.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Austin Hooper, what a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler, had nearly 800 yards in receptions, 6 touchdowns last year, and he spent a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one,
damn, boy, you almost right there.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Flushed out right.
Look at him. He's coming with the same fucking play again, bro.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down
This is
inside the
unbelievable.
20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath.
And now they're inside the 10.
Make this nigga fumble.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right.
Yeah, he's slow. We can't even touch him, boy.
Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate.
Couldn't
And
keep up with
oftentimes
Money
when you
at
start
all.
counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere.
I got the most holding calls.
And a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Which one?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson going to hold on to this. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 21 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh my God, he got the pass.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins.
Oh my God,
man. Did they stop him?
Damn.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything.
Stop me on 4th down, bro. This nigga couldn't get 1 yard.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Oh, my God.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Humphreys over.
Wide out the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well. I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And he is going to
I
have
knew he was throwing right there, bro.
to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Damn, bro. That might be it right there, bro.
Mayfield on 1st down, escaping the pressure right.
Ooh.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to be set up down.
How y'all letting them get outside of y'all like that?
A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. 1st down, Mayfield. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Chubb on 2nd down, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Oh, my God. It is too
down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Quick
hold
throw,
it.
Mayfield
Oh, he's scored.
He is into the end zone.
I'm going for 2. I scored. Fuck that. I'm
Touchdown.
going to get down, bro.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense.
Man, I got the most tendencies, bro.
Down here in a 1-6 one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, my God.
Primarily for his work on the ground, but that arm, something special, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts,
Oh,
but in
my
this
God.
case,
Molly, 11 seconds left,
hang
Molly.
time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time.
I'm on the red zone, yeah.
Going until it found its target.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Ooh,
Flag
good
comes
throw.
in as that one falls incomplete.
Good throwaway.
Well, let's see who this is on. So he was passing.
No, he's scored, nigga. I got a score right here. That's a good throwaway, though.
That's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field. And
I'm on the 15-yard line. I'm on the 15-yard line, bro.
Pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and long. Here's Jackson.
Oh!
Complete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Oh, my God, bro.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Jackson.
Oh, Molly. Touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, nigga.
And now in the final seconds,
No, I ain't going to see it, man. Nigga, 6 seconds left.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw...
Overtime, nigga. It's overtime.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Oh, I got the ball. I got the ball. I got the ball at OT.
No longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Come on, Lamar, we can get to there.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
Oh, they keep calling hold them, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
The penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Oh.
From the gun, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now a man in his second season in purple and black, it's Mark Ingram.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh.
Left side, it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the
Come on,
action.
Dobbins.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Oh,
The
God.
defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Game time, Molly. Fucking time, mode, nigga. Game time. Yeah. Fuck wrong with this nigga.
Making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
Yeah.
Whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Let me get up out of here,
That'll do
boy.
it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Lamar, nigga. 3 touchdowns, no picks, Molly. 3 touchdowns, no picks, nigga. Oh, well, Marquise Brown, 6 catches, 100. Duvernay a beast. I told y'all when I don't call the boys. Oh my God! Oh my God! You don't know, bro. I got so many offensive holding. I'm supposed to hunt up. Nah, man, this was dog. You don't know, man. They kept me out the game the whole first half, bro, with that shit. I scored 27 in the second half. You know what I'm talking about? Oh.
Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say follow you, let go. But I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. All the doctors singing minimal syllable. Yeah. Look at me, at the asylum. Was a fateful mistake cause the timing up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us.
Man, why you
shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They were up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. She just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and the J's on the way. Got a new Chris Foss with it, don't take time. I up on the hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. In blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole. Then I ran it. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Like Julio with them
Carlos on the block. Carlos. Hey, Carlos on the block. Carlos on the block. You gotta give me what's it called? Isaiah Simmons. You want to sell it? Well, good luck. I had the Cardinals. Yeah, I had him at the best safety in the league, superstar X Factor, bro. Yeah. Bullshit. How you? Okay.
trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta, when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck if y'all in denial.
J.K. Dobbins on the block.
Stop
Money the running back.
I done got it. See my jewels shining, shining.
Lamar Jackson on the block.
Private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.